It's the Techstination Week podcast. I'm Fred Fishkin. Welcome to the compilation of this week's Techstination reports and more. Amazon has teamed up with Georgia Tech and Pharrell Williams on an initiative called Your Voice is Power. The idea is to teach middle and high school students coding through music and also teach the importance of racial justice. At Georgia Tech, Dr. Roxanne Moore says learning code through music is assisted by software called EarSketch.
EarSketch was designed at Georgia Tech to bring together music in a really authentic way, really cool music like Pharrell's song Entrepreneur, and these computing constructs, right, that might otherwise sound kind of dry to middle and high school audiences.
Kids use coding to remix the music and can compete for prizes as well. Find more info at amazonfutureengineer.com/yourvoiceispower. Here comes yet another streaming service. CBS took the opportunity during this year's Super Bowl to heavily promote the Paramount Plus streaming service, with ads featuring everyone from Patrick Stewart and Stephen Colbert to Snooki and SpongeBob. It launches on the 4th of next month, and while it amounts to a rebranding of CBS All Access, it will have expanded content from Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, and Paramount Movies. Consumers jumping in early can get a deal, $30 for the first year, but for many the reaction is yikes. Between Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Disney Plus, Apple Plus, Peacock, HBO Max, YouTube TV, of course, some of the new content has been great. But how much can you afford, and how many passwords can you remember? EnergyX Solutions is a Toronto-based company that's making a big difference for many consumers and businesses, even though the name probably doesn't ring a bell. What they do is provide solutions to utilities throughout the U.S. and Canada that enable their customers to cut energy usage and bills. CEO Nishant Sanghavi says utilities typically rebrand the platform and apps for consumers to make use of,
so that they understand what the best measures are around their home to take action on, and then at the same time facilitate that entire process so homeowners and business owners can actually realize savings.
It can be a win-win, with consumers saving money and utilities needing to build fewer expensive new power plants. Find more at energyxsolutions.com. Tax returns may be more complicated for many people this year as a result of the pandemic. With job losses and unemployment benefits, stimulus checks, side jobs, increased self-employment, and more, there are so many questions. At TurboTax, they've geared up to help in both the free versions of their software and the paid versions. TurboTax CPA and tax expert Lisa Green-Lewis says live help is just a click away.
On every screen, if you decide you have a question, you could connect to our TurboTax Live tax experts to get your questions answered.
You can use a phone, tablet, or computer. New this year is the option to fully hand over your taxes to have them prepared by a TurboTax expert. Find more at turbotax.com. Empowered is a company focused on doing good with a range of solar lighting products that continues to grow. Out now are the Lucy Solar multicolored string lights, and out soon, the Lucy Solar bike light. It's cleverly designed for both front and rear.
And so this goes up to 100 lumens. It has the strobe mode. It also has a back that comes off, which is red. This pops on. It's a magnetic modular system. We've tested it on New York City potholes. And so this just clips onto the front. This clips onto the back. This clips onto your handlebar during the day, and it charges here. And then it'll also charge on your DC current.
Founder John Sulzinger. Find out more in our full interview, and find out more about the company at mpowerd.com. Those are our reports for this week. You can find a full archive of reports and complete interviews at Techstination.com. Thanks for listening. Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. but it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.